Davis Dayton. Oh, again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So LSU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And this guy is a big, and I mean big, target. Trey'Dez Green. We got a duel in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country. They'll operate out of split backs. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He's dropped.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action on first down. Right side, it's Wade. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. First carry of the season. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, pressure's coming. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 25. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Left side is Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Levin. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. They'll go with Dura. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Dura. Just smothered on the play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the 1st points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Farmer. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Nowhere to go.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Green.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Rolls right, going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, LSU! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away. On the return, coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just barely got rid of it.
Man, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drop.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. ground trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Green. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good turn on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second down to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the return, it's Farmer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
LSU's head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. To the house. Touchdown, Knights.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Defense all over him.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Running inside, it's Durham, and he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play fake. Fires left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, UCF. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well, with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, it's Durham. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd down, here's Durham. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Turns it upfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out wide left, it's Durham. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. The fake wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Right side, it's Wade. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got him corralled.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Knights line up to punt it away. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, I I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU will get a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got to...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Knights! Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff, Caden Durham. Got the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Going to the run. It's Watson. All over him immediately.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Finds his target. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's this range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Good timing on the quick out. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching,